The love is great. She's all over you. You're showing her off to your friends and everything seems fine and dandy. But this has been going on for a while and there's certain things that seem a little off. I mean, for which reason you're watching this video, because you're not sure whether these are actually things you should be worried about or whether your girlfriend is borderline obsessing over you. Now, hopefully by the end of this video, I'll be able to throw some light on whether you should be concerned or not. Signs your girlfriend is obsessed with you and possibly what you can do about it. Stay tuned. That's coming up right now. Welcome back. My name is Jessica. This is my YouTube channel. Today's video is sponsored by Passion Air, and I'll be telling you a little bit more about them later in the video. For now though, let's jump into these all-important signs. So do you feel like your girlfriend is obsessed with you? Obsessive love can feel flattering at first, but after a while it can become unhealthy. An unhealthy connection, to be honest. So what are the signs? Number one, she'll never let you go out without her. Now, if your girlfriend expects you to go out with her all the time, it might be a sign that she's obsessed with you. No kidding. In the beginning, it may be fun. It may even be cute because the love is fresh and you can't get enough of each other. But if your girlfriend always wants to go out, go on vacation with you, or be around you all the time, it may be stemming from deep-rooted insecurity. Either she doesn't trust you enough to go out with her, or she doesn't like spending time on her own. And either of these aren't things to laugh about. A healthy relationship should have both partners being able to freely enjoy their own time together or apart with their own friends and in their own space without too much trouble. Okay. Number two, she's dependent on you to be happy. Now that's a lot of weight to carry on your shoulders, to be honest, because I personally believe another person's happiness should never be your responsibility. Happiness should come from within. It should emanate from being content with self and circumstance. One cannot feel happy all the time. I mean, that's a fact. But one should be able to find joy in the little things, in the daily routine, without expecting another person to create the feeling for them. You know what I mean? If your girlfriend expects you to make her happy all the time, if she needs you to be with her all the time and can't enjoy life without you, then you may be sitting on a big problem. Because guess what? You're not going to be able to live up to that expectation, and soon you might begin to feel stifled. If each of you have your own lives, however, and can enjoy your time apart as well as together, that's a healthy balance that every relationship should aspire to be like, to have. The thing is, as soon as partners begin to depend heavily on one another to be happy, the relationship ceases to be healthy and it becomes codependent. Codependent relationships are not healthy because it's really just impossible to make someone else happy all the time. You're not God. It's impossible for you to do that. Number three, she doesn't trust you. Does your girlfriend constantly accuse you of cheating on her? If she doesn't trust you and accuses you of cheating even when you haven't, it may be a sign that she's obsessed with you. You see, if she's constantly checking up on you, accusing you of cheating, demanding that you prove your love to her, etc., etc., it may be a sign of something deeper, something way deeper. I mean, sure, if you've maybe given her a reason to doubt you, maybe you've cheated before, then of course trust issues are understandable to some degree. In that case, then maybe you have to do everything in your power to prove to her that you are indeed trustworthy. But if you haven't given her a reason to doubt you, and she's still questioning your every move, that's when things become really unhealthy very quickly. And you might want to raise a red flag right there and start to look into things because it makes no sense. Number four, she wants to know your parents and friends right away. If your girlfriend wants to know your parents and friends right away and start spending time with them as well, it may be a sign that she's obsessed with you. Your relationship should progress at a natural pace. If your girlfriend wants to know your loved ones immediately, it may be a sign that she doesn't have enough going on in her life, or wants to immediately see signs of some kind of commitment on your side, and she feels like getting close to your family will give her that assurance. Your partner should have her own life, her own friends, and if she's trying to constantly spend time with your friends and your family, it should be a cause for concern. Really, because why is she in such a hurry? Why is she trying to escape? Why is she trying to get their approval so quickly? I mean, if it's been a few months of you two dating and you haven't introduced her to any friends or family, then I kind of understand where she's coming from. I mean, at some point, you need to take the plunge and introduce her, right? So she knows that you're actually serious about her. You're letting her into your inner circle and that kind of thing. Anything outside this parameter, though, is pure obsession and must not be entertained. Okay. Number 5, she stalks you on social media. Now, if your girlfriend has a constant urge to check out your social media accounts, it may be a sign that she's obsessed with you. Now, don't get me wrong. It's completely normal and harmless to check your partner's social media accounts. We all do that. I mean, we do that once in a while. But if she's constantly checking out your social media accounts, monitoring who you follow, whose page you're commenting on, whose posts you're liking, what post you're I mean, what's that about, right? And then she'll question you about it. The question you should ask yourself is, what is she really trying to find out? It could be a sign that she doesn't trust you and she's trying to learn more about you with or without your help or your knowledge. The dangerous part about this is she may also come to conclusions easily without all the important backstories that could give your friendly or overly friendly comments some context, much needed context. Now, while I agree that there should be some boundaries for people in relationships and how they conduct themselves on social media, I also truly believe in freedom of association and freedom of expression, provided the partner in question is not being like shady or disrespectful by flirting with other women and sliding into people's DMs and stuff like that, right? Constantly checking social media doesn't do any of you any favors, to be honest. If she cannot help but stalk you on social media, it's obsessive behavior that needs addressing ASAP. And that's a fact. Number 6, she constantly texts or calls you. Now, if you and your partner share a healthy relationship, you should both be okay with some space in your conversations. With an obsessed partner, however, you may feel like you have to respond immediately, like there's an urgency to her text messages, her emails, her phone calls. You need to respond right away. Her constant communication can be a sign that she needs to be connected to you at all times. And this is where the problem starts, right? This can be a problem if you have a lot going on in your life or if you just want some time for yourself. You see, there's nothing wrong with messaging each other, a text or two throughout the day, or, calling to check in. Hey, everything okay? How's your day going? Kind of thing, right? But it becomes a problem when you have busy schedules, you feel pressured to answer your partner's calls or texts right away, even though you've got a lot of things going on at work, for example, right? Or they begin to feel slighted or hurt because you couldn't respond to their phone calls. Or they begin to accuse you of cheating or hanging out with other people or women simply because you didn't respond as soon as they wanted you to. And this is when it gets tricky because, if, for instance, you don't reply for ages, they begin to get worried about what you're up to. Meanwhile, to be honest, if you don't even respond to a message for like an hour or two, it shouldn't raise concerns like that. When you tell an obsessive girlfriend that, say, you're at work and you can't answer her calls right now, most likely she won't believe you. And if you're not even careful, she might even pick a phone and call your office line or call a work colleague you share an office space with just to ask to speak to you. That's how obsessive girlfriends can behave. And it's completely disconcerting. It can completely throw you off. And it's troubling as well. Such behavior should not be condoned on any kind of level. And when it happens, you need to address it as a matter of urgency before it gets out of hand. Now, before I go into the next pointer, remember today's video is sponsored by Passion Air. It's a Ghanaian airline that operates domestically in Ghana. It takes you from one exciting Ghanaian city to the next. Passion Air is an exciting, fantastic airline that you will not want to miss if you really want to travel quickly, affordably, comfortably within Ghana. Go to flypassionair.com now to book your ticket today. Number 7, she tries to isolate you from friends or family. Now, this can be a serious problem if she expects you to cut off all your friends and family for her sake or for the sake of the relationship. It's actually something that goes both ways, okay? There's a danger in making one person your everything. And I say this not because I don't believe in loving fully, but because I believe that human beings are simply fallible. Yeah? We don't control the future. We're here today, we're gone tomorrow. We're social beings. We're created with an innate desire to connect with people. If your girlfriend is constantly telling you to leave your friends or wants to cut you off or cut off contact with your family, she may be asking you to do something that you will deeply regret in the future. Honestly. And by this, she's also exhibiting a clear sign of obsessive and controlling behavior. I mean, how can anyone who means well for you ask you to cut off people who mean so much to you, people that she came to meet in your life? Certainly something you should be worried about. In conclusion, you may love your girlfriend dearly, but she may exhibit a few of these behaviors that I've highlighted. Now, although it's not a cue for you to immediately call for a breakup, it is a cue for you to sit down and have a serious heart-to-heart conversation. In the end, the decision is entirely up to you. You're the only one who can determine if her behavior is bad enough to break up or if maybe there's a possibility that she will change. I believe in open, honest, and fair chances. I also believe in letting love lead. So, really, the ball's in your court and how you want to deal with this. I hope that this video was helpful. If you know anyone out there who this video will help, make sure you share it with them so they can also glean some information from it and make some proper decisions as well. If you found the video beneficial, smash the like button. Don't forget to, subscribe if you haven't already to the channel. We're hitting 1 million, hopefully by the end of the year. We can do that. Yes, Team Jess. Alrighty, I'll catch you in the next video. My name is Jessica. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.